variety of breaks from pick your teams and pick your players to random teams and drafted teams, mixers, and more. We built this app with the collector in mind, with features like scheduled drop times, custom notification settings, and earn rewards on purchases, among other things. And we want to be a one-stop shop for collectors, which is why we've added services like PSA grading and eBay consignment straight from breaks. We are a PSA authorized dealer and offer grading services from value to walkthrough. All you need to do is fill out the form on our website within 24 hours of a break completing, and we will take care of the rest. All submissions for breaks come with a review and wipe down of your card, and you won't be charged anything until we get your card back from PSA. eBay consignment is a similar process where you will need to fill out a form on our site within 24 hours of a break completing for any cards you'd like to submit. All cards will be listed next business day for a 5-day auction starting at 99 cents. And after the sale, you'll have the option to be paid out via check, PayPal goods, or break credit. The links for these services will be in the description of every break. If you have any questions about how the app or how our breaks work, feel free to message us on your preferred social platform. Or jump in the chat of one of our breaks and the break host can help walk you through it. Summer is here and Real Sports Cards is hitting the road on June 16th. I'm talking about the 2025 Real Sports Cards Summer Road Trip, where we'll be virtually road tripping across the country, with a few in-person stops mixed in, giving away something every single day of the road trip tied to the city that we happen to be in that day. All right here on the Real Sports Cards app. But that's just the beginning of the fun, because similar to our collector games last year, you'll be able to accumulate points every single break for a chance to win break credit. The point totals for this will reset weekly, so no matter when you decide to join the fun, you'll always have a chance at the top spot that week. But there will still be a massive prize for the person that accumulates the most points during the duration of the road trip. The road trip begins June 16th on our way to Fanatics Fest in New York City, and will continue through September 7th when we make it back to Minneapolis in time for the grand opening of our new store. We'll have more info on all of this coming soon, which will be posted right here in the app. In the meantime, start grabbing your favorite road trip snacks, crafting that perfect playlist, and filling up on gas, because this is going to be a road trip to remember.
Howdy everybody, Jake Russ here, Real Sports Cards. Time for some Bowman. 2025 Bowman, number 325 Hobby half case. PYT. Got a full case of Hobby sitting in front of me. We're going to crack this open. You guys are going to pick which half you want to do. Let's turn the camera a little bit. There we go. Trevor's having a good Friday night. I'm going to need a left or a right on this one. Keep that box. Yeah, not for long though. We're going to do this other half coming up in a couple hours here. So left or right on that one, we'll get going. We have 4 left in a little Bowman draft and Bowman this year mixer. We have 8 left in the second half of this, 12 left in Eminent, 13 left in a little Bowman 2 and 2 for later. We got Bowman Chrome HTA random teams for tonight. We got 13 spots left in Goodwin Champions. I want to go hiking, picking left. So we'll put right back for later. Like I said, that'll be 2 breaks from now. We'll do the other half. The bounty is $13,250. That's right, $13,250. It's crazy. Oh, he's out, man. You got to slide, buddy. Got to slide. Who was Acuna just cannon the guy out at third because he didn't slide. I'm not sure who that is. I think they got him on the back before he stepped down. A challenge? What's Brad Osmus say? Brad Osmus says no challenge. That was a cannon from Acuna. I mean, honestly, it's the third base coach, though. If the third base coach isn't telling him to get down, then he's not going to slide. The third base coach, he was telling him just to come to the base and stop. He was pointing down to it, which means you don't need to slide. You need to stop on the bag and not round. So, oh, Danny Jansen homer tonight. Caminero homered again tonight. 24 for Caminero. Wow. See, that's on the base coach for not telling him to get down and slide. Would have been safe easily if he slid. There we go. Box 1. Asbel Gonzalez, Royals. Asbel Gonzalez right behind him. His chrome. Holiday. Moore. Drew Thorpe. Reptilian coming of Humberto Cruz for the Padres. Human Lin to 399. Diamondbacks. Montes. Sasaki. Horton. Red logo rookie Jace Young. Brooks Lee. Didn't we already hit this Brooks Lee insert? Yeah, we did. Weird. Paint Elis. Condon and Simo together. James Wood. Christian Moore. Quintero. Weatherholt. Mizorowski. Clark. Dana. Arnold's coming late here, huh? Hopefully it's coming. There it is. Jeez. Second to last card. Kadeem Jia. Twins. Jia. Twins is Cooper starting us off. Weatherholt. Quintero for the Dodgers. Reptilian. Elis. So what's... I'm trying to remember what college he went to. Not there. There's only two guys in professional baseball from that college he went to. And they were roommates. Two guys that are in the minors right now. He's in AAA. The other guy's in high A. 212 of 399. Lynn for the Diamondbacks. Is Acuna watching the replay of his throwing the guy out? I think he is. 212. So Diamondbacks going to Cooper. That's the high right now. We got Cruz. Cruz is pitching well, I believe. Asbel Gonzalez is stealing a ton of bases. Jace Young, Tigers. And Sasaki. Box 2. Is that going to stay fair? She gone. Ozzie Albies 3-run bomb. This game's 6-0 already. The pitcher for the Yankees. What? It's like Rico Garcia or something. I think. I've never heard of this dude. May never hear from him again. Line up 6 runs in 2+ innings. Put up 6 runs in 29 pitches. It's efficient. Oh, I forgot to turn the Brewer game on before I came in here. That's my bad. I was thinking, it seems like it's early yet. I wasn't thinking it's already 7 o'clock. Heard it here first. You know it cheesed me so hard. Doing it. Not stopping until I pull it tonight. I heard it here, not here. All right, box 2. Franklin Arias, Red Sox. We didn't get any colored paper in that first one, did we? No. Norby. So Norby got hurt, huh? I think Norby had surgery or something, I thought I saw. Hayden Alvarez, Angels. Chorial. Gotta end this once and for all, right? Gotta hit it. Jane, 11 of 150 for the Dodgers. It's gonna be our low for now. Dana. Melton. Dana. Aiden Miller. There's some colored paper. Bishop Letson, 35 of 75, Brewers. Letson, he's a little nicked up right now, but having an incredible year. His stuff is electric. Amador. Emerson. Bo Walker, Reptilian. Purple paper to 250. Kevin Alcantara rookie. Cubs. Salo. Drew Romo. Paulino Santana, 211 of 350. 212 is currently the high. So close. And, ooh, how about a little PJ Morlando? Blue X-Fractor, 31 of 150. That is getting us ready for the mitt. Who's got the Marlins? Tal Vang, 31 of 150. I think we had, yeah, we have a 12, so that won't be the low. Keep it in the middle on the mitt. Fabian Lopez was the last chrome there. Santana, 211 of 350. Rangers going to Marky Markos. 12 of 250 is the Cubs. What was that? Wasn't there a Dodger that was a low number? Is that lower? Yeah, we'll find it later. Cubs. Champagne Hunter with the Cubs. Cubs highlights on right now. 12 of 250. Got Bo Walker. Richard Matic. Totally automatic. Bishop Letson, 35 of 75. I think I've hit a minimum of 2 of the yellows, if not more, of the Bishop Letson yellow. It seems like I've hit 3 of them. Brewers going to Jeff Renshaw. 35 of 75. Alvarez. Franklin Arias, Mini Diamond, Red Sox. Dana, Angels. Aha! Thank you. Marky Mark, AUS, Australia. Good day, mate. Uh, 11 of 150, Dodgers. Dodgers going to Zach Robb. That's going to be the low. There, and there. You know what show I love watching? I love like the Gold Rush shows and stuff like that. But to go along with that, I love the Outback Opal Hunters show, where they're in the Australian outback looking for opal. I love that show. We are on to box 3. What's left in the next one? We got 4 left in the draft in Bowman Mixer. 8 left in the second half of this. 13 left in Eminent. Turtle Man? Do I dare ask what movie that is? I was watching the Australian cricket team play against the West Indies the other day. Yeah, which cheesed me so hard. What? I don't. Do I dare? Yeah, I know. I want to know what movie this is. Otani Miller. Oh, the man from Snowy River. Huh. Cunha. Santana to 199. 6 of 199. That's gonna be our low. I've never heard of the man from Snowy River. Mitch Jebb. Our auto came earlier. Pirates. Matthew Novak. Oh, the whole Caribbean swing for Australia. You talking about the cricket? Yeah. Offense is big time scuffling. I didn't see the end or anything, but I probably saw probably an hour or two at least of it, and they were not scoring runs at all. And I know that was kind of the whole issue on the trip leading up to that point too, was they weren't. Dylan Cruz, no 4s and 6s, all 1s. To 499, Mitch Jebb. What's it going on about wild horses? Oh, Kirk Douglas? Huh. Morales. Man from Snowy River. Okay. I'll keep an eye out for that. Chorio to 150. Brewers. Carson Benji. 55 to 350. Mets. Weatherholt. Romo. Well, those are actually, oh, Jacob Wilson red. Those were on, that cricket match was on during the day because they were in the Caribbean, but I have weird hours that I stay awake sometimes. Well, not sometimes, all the time. So I'm often up until 2 or 3 in the morning. So I watch a lot of New Zealand and Australian sports because they're on ESPN Plus at like midnight or 1 a.m. Right now we're in the playoffs of the New Zealand Basketball League. Caglione, Matt Wilkinson. No. I watch a fair amount of cricket actually. Like I said, I watch the New Zealand League doesn't last very long. It's pretty short. The Big Bash League isn't on ESPN Plus, but you get the Super Smash. Whichever one's New Zealand and Australia. One's Super Smash and one's the Big Bash, I think, if I remember right. But I don't get Australian cricket. But you do get the international matches. So I watch international. But yeah, so I watch a decent amount of cricket. And yeah, that West Indies Australia match was pretty darn boring. It was pretty bad compared to normal. 55 of 350. Benji for the Mets. Mets going to hashtag Team Brian. Uh, 127 of 150. Australian rules football? I love watching Australian rules football. The double point. Brewers going to Jeff Renshaw. Can go with the Bishop Letson. Paulino Santana is 6 of 199. That one's on what? CBS Sports now in the U.S. Australian Rules football. Rangers going to Marky Mark AUS. AUS. We'll say AUS, not AUS. So the Rangers go low. Get the other Rangers out there. The Dodgers will stay off for now. We'll keep them there. Yeah, you're only allowed a couple steps before you have to release the ball, and yeah, you can kick through the goalposts from the sides and everything, and gotta touch it down. Yeah, it's all good. 152 of 499 Pirates. Going to Matthew Novak. Go with his Mitch Jeb and Cade Horton. Yeah, rugby. Australian was football. Man, you got to be both rugby and Australian with football. I love when they get, well, now they wear the caps or whatever, the guardian caps kind of. But I love when they just get a head injury and they just like tape it up and go out there. And they'll just have like athletic tape wrapped around their head. It's like, that's gonna protect you from a lot of stuff. Those dudes are crazy. I love it. I mean, like, no pads and just, like, throwing their bodies around. But, I mean, like, football, because of the helmets, that's when people, like, oh, I can't get hurt. I'm wearing a helmet. I'm wearing pads. So you run it stupid, and hit it stupid angles and stuff like that and get yourself in trouble. Where because they're not wearing pads, I think they're a lot smarter about how they hit each other. And they don't put themselves, I mean, they still get hurt, but they're just not, just throwing themselves at people. They're being careful and forward tackling and doing it correctly so they can avoid injuries, unlike the NFL guys who just become, oh, I'm wearing a helmet, I'm invincible, I can do anything I want. Well, no. If you run at a guy and hit him with your head down and crank your neck wrong, you're going to have major problems. But man, yeah, those guys take a pounding. It's crazy. Yep, yeah. Because you got to. Those guys, their thighs are just like the size of elephants. So you got to go low. Yeah, they don't try to tackle high. You got to get them by the waist or by the legs to bring those guys down. Most of those guys are beasts. Their lower halves are so thick and so muscular, and that's where their power comes from. So they can get low. And whether it's rugby and the scrums or whatever, you got to have the lower body strength. try to go high on those guys, you just end up on your back, flattened. As the guy runs through you. Yeah. Yeah, they can move. It's amazing. David Ortiz Jr. Rangers. Klassen. Brooks Lee. Cunha. Charlie Condon. There we go, Rockies. Little reptilian. Rockies going to Fletcher show. I like the Benji's the 350 though. We're gonna knock off the Mets for now. That Benji's really good though. So you said best sport? Oh, AFL. I see. Okay. Australian football. I don't know if you're talking about cricket was the best or the Australian was football, but yeah, you say AFL there. I see it. Sasaki red. More Rangers. 54 of 250, David Ortiz Jr. Ballesteros. Schwellenbach. Oh, there's paper. To 173, Ricardo Yan. That was in a weird spot. Ashley Andahar. That makes me... I'll probably see it. I'm going to fan through. We didn't get any... Not like you always will get color paper, but... 103 of 149, Mitch Jebb. Yes, the Samoans, all the Pacific Islanders are typically pretty good at rugby. Yeah, I can imagine. Yeah. See those guys? I don't want to tackle those guys. We're good. Thanks for coming. Nick Kurtz. Trey Sweeney. Rushing. Peyton Ellis, Twins. Twins is Cooper 312. That's an episode of Friends, isn't it? Doesn't Ross or whatever go to play rugby or something? It's not with Samoans, but it's just the people and he goes and he's trying to impress the British lady he was dating by playing rugby. Yeah. That's different beasts. That's especially this, like I said, the Samoans and stuff like that. They're low to the ground and thighs built, and the guys that play that are different type of athlete. Matthew Novak with the Pirates. Andahar. 91 of 175, Ricardo Yan. Diamondbacks. Diamondbacks is Cooper 312. We got David Ortiz. Speckle. Or mini diamond, I should say on that one. Also, David Ortiz, 54 of 251. Rangers. Going to Mark. And Sasaki for the Dodgers. No, there was no color in that first one. Thought I'd check. Doesn't hurt. Oh, yeah. That's always typically like the University of Utah typically has a bunch of Samoan players, or at least a couple. Fuamatu Ma'afala. I think I got that name right. Pulled that out of deep out of the back of the brain. Pretty epic. I believe it was the Copper Bowl, an epic Copper Bowl between Utah and Wisconsin, where it was Ron Dane against him. Yeah. Oh, what do we got left after this? We got 2 left in the draft and Bowman mixed. We got 8 left in the second half of this. Ron Dane, much easier name to say. Leo DeVries, Cam Smith. Ooh, how about a little spotlight action? Almost is like, wait, is this rare? We've been doing some other years where the spotlights are easier to get. So like I started hitting them again. I'm like, oh, wait a second. Nope. These are rare in this. James Wood, Nationals, going to Hurlis. That's going in the 2 spots. John Elis or the Pirates. Mitch Jebb's base. We'll go with the 2 autos. Jaw's doing okay. Can knock off the Brewers. Dylan Cruz. Caglione. 3 signs. Jacob Wilson, Aaron Estrada. Yeah, it's been kind of fun that we've been breaking out some of the different years of stuff lately. It's like, oh man, look at these names. Max Clark, 48 of 125. But then you're like, wait, is this rare or is that rare? What are these? Like the other day, I hit one in whatever, like last year's Bowman. I like top loaded it right away. I'm like, wait a second, I'm probably gonna get more of these. I don't need to top load. It was a good player. It's like, yeah, it's fine to top load it, but I'm like, don't need to. Matt Olson, 10 of 125. That's single digits, so that's still going to be the low. Benji. Chase Young. Rushing. Jesus Lopez, Rangers. Mark and the Rangers. Now, somebody said the other day that Jesus Lopez always comes out, and I hadn't hit a lot of Jesus Lopez, but I think I've hit him in every break since that person said he always comes out. I blame whoever said that the other day. Slade Caldwell to $3.99. Diamondbacks. Nice Caldwell. Jenkins. Rosario. Ballesteros. Job. Jonah Tong to $2.99. Nice one for the Mets. Pablo Guerrero. I don't quite go that far, but yeah. Be a little bit much to top load of the base cards. Be a little bit of an expense. 38 of $2.99. Jonah Tong for the Mets. Mets is hashtag Team Brian. Nice Tong. He is having a year. Rosario for the Rangers. Rangers having all sorts of parallels in this one. Slade Caldwell is 51 of $3.99. Diamondbacks. Diamondbacks going to Cooper. Matt Olson was 10 of 175 for the Braves. Braves going to Coop. Condon. We got Cam Smith. We got Aaron Estrada. Cam Mayo, also Orioles. And Max Clark is 48 of 120 for the Tigers. Tigers. Matthew Novak. We've got one box left to hit this thing. Whew. It feels warm in here, but man, it's the normal temperature. It feels humid. It's pretty nice out today. We had bad storms roll through on Wednesday. Kind of cooled things down. It's in the 70s today. Very comfortable. I think it's supposed to get back up into the 80s and 90s next week. It's all that corn sweat, though, still in the air. Yeah, it's like mid-70s today. Gorgeous out. Perfect weather. Celebrated by doing absolutely nothing outside. Too lazy to go outside. We got 2 spots left in the next Bowman. The draft and 25 Bowman mixer. 6 left in the second half of this case. 11 left in Eminent. What else we got going tonight? 12 left in that Bowman. 11 left in 21 Bowman Chrome. 13 left in Goodwin Champions. It only hit 100 there today. They were talking about at the Summer League in Vegas that it was just a little over 100 today or yesterday, and the last year when they were at for the Summer League it was like 115 or whatever. They were talking about how nice it was. It's a dry heat though. Oh, yeah, get to enjoy the weather then. You also get to suffer when the weather's bad. Get the best and the worst. Good luck, everybody. Last box mojo here. Let's hit a super. Conrad Cason blue wave to 150. Red Sox. Condon. Sasaki. Jenkins. Morris. What's backwards? No apparent reason. There is a orange coming right here, though. Let's save the orange. I don't think it's an auto. I think it's just orange. We'll save that for the very last card, maybe here. Condon. I think it's an orange insert, it looked like. Kobe Mayo. Hope. There's our autograph. Jansel Luis, 202 of 299. Nice one. For the Diamondbacks. Going to Cooper. I'm going to keep them Orlando in the mitt. Simo, Nankill. Can we get an orange and a super in the same box? I'd like to see it try. I suppose it can't be an auto at this point. We already hit the auto. Locklear. Eldridge. Perdomo. Kim. Esteban Mejia. More color for the Rangers. Oh, and they're going to cement their low number. This one's 4. I suppose it's not cementing. If we hit a 1-1, it'd still be lower. But they went even lower than their previous low. Lara. Braves. Witt. Hagen Smith. Other than our orange that we haven't seen yet, that's going to do it. Get there in a second. Draw out the suspense a little bit longer here. Lara for the Braves. Esteban Mejia is 4 of 125. Rangers going to Mark. Perdomo, Braves. Andrew Morris, Twins. Sasaki. Condon. Conrad Cason is 21 of 150 for the Red Sox. Red Sox going to Royo. Nankiel. A's, Charlie Condon. The card moved, I saw it. Give me the Nationals. Seaver King, 13 of 25. I forgot we had one of 25. There's actually a decent chance it could beat the 4, but it didn't. 13 of 25 Seaver King Nationals. Nationals going to Hurlis. Can go up there with the James Wood. Very nice. I do. I have more chances tonight. I'm 0 for 1, but we're going to have more. 0 for 1. So that means for my draft and Bowman mixer, what does it go to now? What were we at for this one? It'll go to 13,300 for the next one. All right. Let's do a recap. Condon, Sasaki, Condon, Weatherholt. Locklear, Mariners, Wilson, A's, Mayo, Orioles, Sasaki, Dodgers, Dana, Angels, Young, Tigers, and Sasaki, Dodgers. Got unnumbered parallels. Nankill, A's, Morris, Twins, Perdomo, Braves, Lara, Braves, Estrada, Orioles, Smith, Astros, Rosario, Rangers, Guerrero, Rangers, Ortiz Jr., Rangers, Andujar, Rockies, Humphreys, Guardians, Horton, Cubs, Lions, Rays, Moore, Rangers, Wilkinson, Guardians, Alvarez, Angels, Maddock, Yankees, Walker, Diamondbacks, Gonzalez, Royals, Cruz, Padres, Elis, Twins, Arias, Red Sox, and Quintero, Dodgers. Numbered stuff. To 350, Benji, Mets. To 299, Tong, Mets. To 250, Alcantara, Cubs. Olsen to 175 for the Braves. Quezon to 150 for the Red Sox. Chorio to 150, Brewers. Zhang to 150, Dodgers. To 125, Max Clark, Tigers. And 35 to 75, Letson for the Brewers. On the stands, we've got Charlie Condon, Reptilian for the Rockies. Rockies are going to Fletcher Show. We got to 499, Mitch Jebb. Twice. We got the refractor and the light blue, and then Mitch Jebb autograph. Building the Mitch Jebb rainbow there, starting off the beginner set. Matthew Novak. Twins, Kadeem Jaw and Peyton Elis. Double autos for Cooper 312. Nationals, Spotlight James Wood and Seaver King to 25. Nationals going to Hurlis. And then we got our point getters. Points on this one. Diamondbacks, Caldwell to 399. Yan to 175. Luis to 299. Nice auto. And 212 of 399. Yumin Lin. D-backs getting the high. The low had a really nice break. We got Jesus Lopez. Paulino Santana to 350. Ortiz to 250. Santana to 199. And Mejia 4 of 125. Rangers going to Mark Oss. And in the mitt, 31 of 150 for the Marlins. PJ Morlando going to Tao Vang. Thank you, Cheese Me So Hard. I appreciate that. All right, let's get our stuff into our system here. So the Marlins was Tao. There he is. Low, oops. Going to Mark. And the high was D-backs going to Cooper. So we'll pull up our standings. We had Ammo in first, Fletcher Show in second, Smart Guy Sports in third. Heading down, Coop, T. Sanderson, David Chapman, all hanging around. Rhino Hunter. And this will stay the same. Nobody moves up, it looks like. Anybody making a move at all? Not really. Ammo still leads the overall. Jeff Renshaw and Fletcher Show in second and third on the overall. All right, that is it for me on this one. It sounds like we're closed out on the next one. The second half of this case has 4 teams left. We've got 11 left in Eminent, 11 left in the 2 and 2 of Bowman for later night, 9 left in Bowman Chrome, random teams. And I've got 12 left in Goodwin Champions. My name is Jay. Thanks for joining. Thanks for filling it up. Sorry I couldn't give one of you guys a crazy amount of credit. I will try again in a few minutes here. We'll see you then.